almost in like an aircraft system, you may have like aluminum, magnesium, titanium, or like silvery metal color once you strip the paint off. I don't paint on the chips.
So let's go outside so we can talk.
A little tiny brush.
Welcome back to our SCGMC live right now. Started a little late. We're right behind schedule for a few things. Our judges are in there judging, and if you follow me behind here, you see our judging. Nate's gonna take over this here. See our judging sheet here. So we use a Google Sheets to judge. And as our judges are out there inputting this all happens in real time, and it's calculated so that it makes the judging process very, very quick. Our judging criteria starts off with a demerit system with 20 points for construction and 20 points for finish. So that's how well your model is built. And then we deduct points through that on each kit. Now there's a merit system based off of technical and presentation. So if you did a resin kit or if you made a lot of mods, that's where you could gain points. Presentation would be like a nice base or a diorama or a good pose. That's where your presentation comes into play.
See how you guys are doing starting wise. Are we on for 3 o'clock or 3:30? Are we ahead of schedule?
I believe we're actually on.
Yeah, we're on schedule.
Yeah, we're on schedule.
So we're good. We're good at 3:30 if we show up?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we're getting questions from people because we're out wandering around checking things out. So let's go on and let's check out the room. Right now, Dan's doing a presentation for weathering. And that's what he's doing right now with the mic and his presentation. And this will be a hands-on presentation. So we have people sitting down that will be hands-on experience with that weathering technique. So you can see that we still have a huge crowd here. I think we've talked over 200 people. So hopefully the sound translates to everything. Talking. So we have a raffle prices that are half done right now. We still have a few t-shirts left. That's what we're doing. And we're just gonna go.
I didn't very many people much less likely to be knocked around in that. But like the edges of the
Yeah, it's live.
I have a
Oh, I don't know why it's not showing up.
It didn't lie.
At some point, you're going to want to protect the weather you've done with the flag. So, whether it's part of the long,
It might be your link side. So at this point, I'm gonna Nate's behind me, and we're gonna take Nate, and he's gonna take over for me.
And at this point, and
Sorry.
All right, so what did we go over already? You did the judging thing?
Huh?
Oh, no. Okay, I just wanted to see what you covered.
We've discussed about the judging, so judging's still going on.
You don't want to live broadcast this?
You could live broadcast this if you want. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we just had it up on the podium right here.
Sure. Let's set it up on the podium and like broadcast this.
Yeah, let's go. I'll show you what
dust. There's a little bit like dust on different continents. African dirt, European dirt, Vietnamese dirt, because it's not just mainly scale models. So if you go talking about your tank, you want that British Vietnam dirt on your tank. You don't want dark brown Russian dirt on it. So they actually make this a different color of dirt, as well as brick rubble, industrial city rubble, all these different rubble kind of colors. So there's a whole variety of different colors.
Way more behind it.
If you look inside the bottle, it's very, very fine powder. And it has very slight stickings to it. It's supposed to stick to the bottle enough along with white clumps and little balls. So the simplest use for pigment is just basically brush it on. You know, a short, stiff brush works pretty well. You just dip it into the little jar pigment, brush it around your model. And just, apply it more.
Got most of the screen and Dan comes in there, so.
The effect is kind of lost here because this looks like that dark. You can see it's kind of plain gray and here around the wheels and the bottom half. It's dust here.
On the first this
Yeah.
Basically clean on the top.
Here, I'll watch it. Too bad we can't put like
And it's a very fine effect.
there against like leaning against.
Yeah.
Actually, you can see the screen right there.
It makes very good scale, very fine dust effects.
We do that.
You can also just.
You can use the stand to get
Try and get some
Yeah.
into these fenders.
And that's the
I just kind of glide it, switch around to the left hand. So, sometimes like push it in here to really give us a coat of dust. That also is quickly.
they're using this camera. Why don't they use the forward camera?
Like, some guy took his pickup truck out to the country or whatever, right by the right is dirt in the back of it, just kind of take a little bit like that.
This camera better.
Another thing you can do with pigments is mix them up into mud. So this is just the mixed pigments mixed up with water with a little bit of detergent, like this soap. The reason for the soap is it breaks the surface tension of the water because this pigment is ever so slightly oily. So you use the water, it'll sometimes not want to mix with the pigments. So just a little drop, a little tiny drop of soap in a bigger container of water to take that water out, just so it mixes better. Once you mix up some mud, you can just get your stiffish brush, dip it into your muddy mix.
I could stay there.
Jab it onto the model.
I'm worried because on
You
that
can
it
also
shows
make
no
a thicker
audio.
mud, like I did for this tank.
Did he mute
by
it again?
mixing in, like,
Because he had it on mute last time.
packaging compound, like for houses that you would buy at Home Depot. Get a bag of that, it'll be like a 50 lifetime supply as far as a model builder. And you can mix some of that into your pigment and make even thicker, gooier mud. That's this stuff. This is a bunch compound. I like that better than plaster. It doesn't dry as fast. It's hard to sand. Quite simply, when I was preparing my house, I put some plaster on the sand anywhere. Another way to put it on is to kind of from the side, kind of streak it on. So it kind of makes it look like you're walking through some grass or something. And then once you use your kind of muddy parts, the dirtiest parts, like the bottoms of the feet or whatever's really in the cracks of the table, whatever's really in contact with that mud and dirt, you can then add some more water to it and make it more of a slurry and just kind of spread that around to different places. You want to make some kind of muddy, dirty stains like on the lower surfaces. I mean, these are people with tall mobile suits. They're probably getting much mud on their head, but the legs, the ankles, get maybe some mud on them. That's why here's the leg. And I just kind of painted some of this stuff on. Still unevenly because I can still mix it in later and blend it. So after it dries, I can do some blending either with my finger or a brush, stiff brush. So I don't remember that with the foot that was like solid mud. I just had to take my finger and rub it over it. And that removed quite a bit of it and let what I think is a pretty realistic look of mud heap around the edges of things. And then with that foot, I just streak it downwards like that. And then you can still see it's got some texture to it, which is nice, but it's also kind of blended in with the whole thing. Kind of lost the lighting we got here. They also make a pre-mixed mud solution. You can paint right on. It's not thick, it's something you mix up yourself.
Oh.
You can also take that pre-mixed mud solution and splatter on your model with an airbrush. So you take your airbrush, point it at the model, get the airflow going, and then you take a brush full of this mud and you stick it in the middle of the airflow. It's like blowing it all over your model with speckles. And it looks like, this. Have you guys ever watched Scope Dog or the Botoms shows? These things have like wheels on the bottom, you can like roll blade around at a pretty high speed and they're kicking up like a rooster.
There's audio, right? There's
So I
audio.
splattered this guy with a bunch of mud, figuring he could be like, second in line getting hit by the mud, the guy in front of him. So, and I started, I laid it all down like this. And shot from the bottom up. So most of it hit the feet and the ankles and the knees, but it's a very neat random effect. And there's a few specks way up here, but most of them are down here. Which is a pretty cool thing. A lot of the weather
You tried this,
something very intentional. You're
I'll
trying to
do
make
it,
it look very natural around them. That's kind of where the art form comes in. And it's real daunting at first, because at first you're like, it's nice to mom, like, I don't have it. You know, I don't know if this works. Another one, I think I have one here. Brain streaks, which is pretty cool. It's literally meant to simulate brain streaks. So you just get a real thin brush and paint each streaks on the model. At first it won't look good. So you get a little brush and like paint the streaks on, almost like tiger stripes. If it doesn't look good there, you're going to get your thinner brush and again, draw them out and blend them in. And you have this faint streakiness to the model. And you can see that, especially on the chest of my scope dog, you go look back at it. It's got these streaks that come down here. This one also put them on the bottom going up. That's called like mics. You can put them on the top one down, bottom going up. And then you're going to take your flat brush mixed with the odorless thinner and just brush up and down. It's going to pull stuff from the top down, from the bottom up, and draw out the streaks, making it very faint. Last product. We have weathering mask. So this stuff's basically like makeup. It even comes in a little package like makeup. Ladies, you probably recognize something like that, as you like mascara or whatever. We got 3 different colors. This is like set B. It's snow, soot, and rust. And so you got the little brush, rubber squeegee activator thing on it. It's a little, the cakes or patties or whatever you call them are a little on the hard side, so you can rub them and nothing happens. That's why you get too thick. It's going to scrape the top, kind of release a little bit. You just pick up the applicator and just stick it on. So it's great for gunpowder stains, exhaust stains, any kind of streaky, smoky kind of stain you want to make. I use it quite a bit on my core fire, so these stains coming back here are that product. This stain here is that product. All the stains in the exhaust actually use all 3 colors, not just the black, but the black, the rust, and this nice variation here that you see in the exhaust film. And the last thing I'm going to mention while I'm talking is there's actually an app for weathering. The AK Interactive products, you go on like the Google Play Store, you can get their app. And what it does is just basically kind of keep a lot of their, it explains the different products they have, and even has like little PDF files you can download and how to use it. They kind of give you little tutorials like how to apply this product, how to apply that product, because they literally like dozens of products, and they're like, this one's for mud, this one's for rain streaks, this one's for oil stains, this one's for fuel leaks, this one's for engine grime. So they literally make, they think about all these ways that something can get dirty, they make a different product for it. And it can be almost something confusing like that. And you're free to kind of use it however you want. It has similar properties. But it does kind of have some point of like, okay, you can use it this way, you can use it that way. It's going to look like this when you're done with it, which is very helpful because there are so many products out there. And this is basically the same link I put up earlier today, but it's up here. There's a QR code that takes you to my tutorials links page, where you can download a much more detailed PDF about everything I just explained. And you'll be able to see the picture. So I'm going to leave that up there. And what I'm going to do is I've got up here. So these are all the different washes, the liquid washes. I've got a couple that have that patching compound that don't make thick mud. I've got a bunch of these little things with different colored pigments. What I've got scattered around are some of these parts are just flat green paint for the fry. I've got some brushes. And I've got a bunch of stuff up here. There's only 2 things you want to fry. Just get it passed around or something. Just a little disorganized, sorry, but it's why we pass that everyone's help us to walk around and see what you have everything to hope you try. Give it a shot, right?
So Dan has just completed his presentation on weathering techniques. I think you guys got some of that. So I'm gonna kind of let the camera go and see what he's doing with the crowd here a little bit, and then we'll do that for a couple minutes, and we'll do some walking around, talking to some folks. Maybe we can get some interviews with some of the judges, some of the veteran builders, and so forth. All right. So let's just take a look and see what Dan's doing with the crowd real quick.
I mean, I don't know if you're gonna get credit. This makes me a good idea. AK sells. Oh, yeah.
Yuki has some behind you.
That's a whole different thing. And actually, panel washes I covered in my main tutorial when I did last year. Which you can find.
Which one are you trying, bud?
Yeah. Actually, when they sell washes for that, this is a wash for great catch. So it actually work on that, although that one's better on a plastic base. On a flatbed, you need to kind of break out into the scrap machine and not be so tight. Some people like that because it's dirty. But typically people put that on a plastic base or just it will sit right in the panel and not escape. Which is the reverse of the natural process. I didn't get into it here. I didn't get into my tutorial. There's a called
That's what they're gonna be left over is what do you do with those?
So, acrylic on top of that, you can scrape it's more of a natural. I've seen it really work. I've seen it kind of not work. It's majority of it. Other people that are very dog. It's really big.
All right, so Dan's going over some weathering techniques with the crowd. He's brought sample of some of his tools that he discussed in the presentation, so people can have a hands-on experience with it. You can see some of them, folks working here. Also, very approachable. Dan's a great guy. Willing to take questions as well. Let's go see if we can find one of the judges as they are judging, since it is judging time right now. So I'm just going to walk around and see if I can find one of them. All right. What's up?
I can take the camera.
Oh,
You can keep talking. I can take the camera now.
it's actually not that bad to hold it in. Wanted to capture one of the judges judging, so they can see how they're doing it.
Well, it's also just one piece.
Well, I guess I can go over the category that I judged, or one of the judges for. So I think Clem went over some of this. This is the beginner category. You can see that it's part of a task to judge all of them in all various forms, different skill levels, even in the beginner. And we got everybody that has from out of box, just snapping, to fully painted kits. And so we had to take all of that into consideration and really get down to the brass tacks to kind of judge. You know, we got something like this over here, which is in the beginning category. This probably borderline beginner. Probably should be in one of the other categories as well because it is fully painted. They've done some kit bashing, LED
I like
has
the
been
trust.
inserted. So even if they've only been building for a few months, I think that's some advanced techniques that this contestant has put in the effort. And I'm not going to sit here and bash like the other kits, but you can go to a kit that's unpainted. And so as judges, we've got to kind of look, especially in the same category, taking into consideration stuff that's painted. Some of the basic techniques, have they been done? Seam line removal, nubs, panel lining, all that stuff. And so we go one by one, filling out form each single model. Not an easy task. Let's see if we can find another judge to see how their experience went. Let's take a look at the final. Leave there. I think it's changed much.
These two are new.
Yeah.
All the other ones are the same.
See some of the work that he's done on here. I built this kit, so not this particular one. So I kind of have an intimate knowledge of it, but you can see some of the stuff that he's done to it. Added panel lines, so he scribed his own lines. Looks like he added kind of like a missile bay type of thing here where it's numbered. I'm not sure if it's getting it, but
Yeah.
right there. So that's kind of cool because a lot of this tail, this lobster tail, is just pretty much just plain. So a lot of work went into that. And here's the scope dog that Dan was doing a lot of the examples from on his presentations. So you can see the chipping, the range streaks that he was talking about, the mud effects that he did on the feet. So a little bit of everything on that kit. All right. Let's talk to David. He's eating. I think we're going to interview.
You can't run away and come back.
Maybe we'll interview Tim. Yeah, come on, interview me. He's Tim with Child Mecca. Everybody knows him.
Child Mecca, the one and only. What's up? We live stream stuff.
Yeah. So Tim came all the way from Maryland, right?
Maryland, yeah.
Wow. So, I don't know. Run out of questions.
Ask me where my fucking hummingbird is.
Which hummingbird?
My hummingbird's still on the bench at home. Still haven't finished it, what, 3+ years? So look for it next time.
Say hi to Reddit.
Oh yeah, what's up, brother? You know who loves you, baby. You know who does.
So this is like what, your third, fourth year?
Dude, this is 3 years. Dude. Yeah.
3 years flying over here. And Tim is also participating in the judging today. How do you think it went?
It's going good, yeah. It's going good. Lots of entries. If you're not here, come in next year and we'll judge you too.
What are some of the things that you're looking for when you're learning as kids? I know some of the basics and stuff like that, but maybe some things that some advice for some people that might be watching it, stuff that kind of really pops out to you. But I was like, well, this person might have this.
Yeah, put your passion into it, man. Don't just do what everybody else does. Don't just, be plain Jane and express yourself, put your passion into it. You do you. Put something that you like into your kid and you want to make it special. One to build normal.
Awesome. We heard it from the man. Tim, thank you, Tim. Peace out. See if we can find Angel. There he is.
You can't run.
Diorama.
Really?
I was very hesitant with
Here you have one of the founders of the SCGMC, Angel. We have a couple questions for you, Angel. A couple questions for you. Wait, you're calling me. Oh. All right, let's go back to, let's take a look at the raffle wall. After the first raffle has already been done, so after it's gone, we still have all this. So another incentive to come. You know, it's a lot of stuff to win. We still got the PG Banshee there. Macross kits, let's say two Macross kits. A lot of master grades. So, an arch. See if we can talk to Mike after he's done talking. We got to interview Sonic at home.
Yeah. Just tell him it was on mute.
Sorry you were on mute last time, but Mike, I need you for an interview as soon as you're free. Oh, you can do one. It'll be 3 minutes. Oh, Mike.
Yes.
You're.
Yeah, we don't.
Okay. So, Mike, a very seasoned and experienced modeler, won many awards. Took home a few awards at Orange Con for the diorama.
Yeah, I got first place in diorama, or actually first place in the sci-fi dioramas, and then first place in the world dioramas.
So,
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
and an expert platform, the first one actually.
Yeah, the first year was 2 years ago. We got the expert category. I won that, and then last year Dan got it. So we'll see, and we'll see who's up this year. It might
So
be.
you got questions for me?
Yeah.
So, two of those Gundam guys on the same team. Oh wow.
So anyway, yeah, I think we blew away last year's numbers here for sure. We got
Well, that's good.
crowded room. Awesome.
You also did judging, right?
Yeah,
Did
I
you just finish?
judged 3 different categories. Yeah.
Cool. How'd it go? What did you see? What did you like?
Well, I
Any advice
judged,
for
I
people?
judged the juniors, and then I judged alternative universe 1/100 scale or larger, and the NECA general category. So there's quite a lot of good builds out there. I mean, it's way better than it was 2 years ago for sure. Or even last year, we just got so much more. Everybody's skill level seems to be coming up.
So you've been doing this for a few years. Yeah, I think you just so you are seeing the trend in Gunpla as far as people's skill level improving, or is it about the same? Or?
Well, I think it's improving, but also I think we're also seeing a lot of new builders. So as we continue this, we're going to see those builders come up and they get better and better. So it's actually you got a bunch of new builders, so you can kind of tell the guys that have the buildings along, but also we're seeing those skill levels for people that have been here before. They're also getting better. So it's making it really hard for us to do the judging because everything is so close together.
So you have one piece of advice for people out there that haven't experienced SCGMC or really aren't experienced in Gunpla. What would it be as far as maybe their kids or just?
Well, I think get on the email list and come to a build gathering because in competition environment it's a little bit different, but in build gatherings it's much more relaxed. You can talk to the experienced builders and ask them questions about techniques that you're not familiar with. And that's how I learned a lot. Really, that's how you get the next level. Talk to people that have been doing it for a while and take their input and just practice. Just keep practicing, keep building, and you'll get better and better.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Awesome.
Get your donut now.
Yeah.
Now we got Angel. Oh, Angel's. I guess we can take a look at the medals. He's too busy. He's too busy for his audience, his fans. He's that diva rock star. So, Angel, why do you guys keep doing this?
Because we like punishment.
I think we got Angry Angel right now. In Hulk form. All right, let's go find Xavier or something like that.
It's fun.
It's fun. There we go.
But yeah, setting up right now.
All right, they're setting up the medal. So show first place medal. Oh, you just did show first place medal.
Yeah, that was first week. We do black. We don't do gold.
Donut.
How many?
What's second place?
Silver. Should be 12.
Say Xavier's still judging. Let's go bother him. Cool. Can you just kind of show the world what you're doing, what you're looking for, and kind of, I mean, you don't have to give out scores or anything like that. Just briefly.
Okay, so let's start with so first thing I do is look at the overall entry. And then I start looking at individual components for dioramas that are on this table. Look at the large picture of what it is that you made, that you're trying to produce. So this is like some sort of sometimes it's got some communications. Looks like there's some Federation guys trying to slip around. So I'm going to look at the individual subjects since there's multiple kits on here. I'm going to look at each one for basically construction, their seam lines, or their nubs, scratch stance, conventional tracking points for things that I see from that. After that, I'm going to look at the each of these ones. How's the overall consistent? Is the finish consistent across that particular model? Our panel lines, panel lines, decal applications, are those decal applications consistent? Are there simpering on them? Things that are blatantly wrong about the decal markings they have on there. Dynamics here for technical modifications. You do a special modifications, you do physical modifications to these kits, and also to the overall. Physical modifications of each of these kits. Were they minor, like you added a gun, you added some detail to the body? Were they major, like you might completely change out the joint mechanisms? They make custom weapons, etc. Custom backpack reshaping of the body. These look like they're all pretty standardized at this point, so I'm not going to give as many points to that. And then finally, I'm going to look at presentation-wise, like things are nicely posed. It's a diorama, like the story that's being told, which clearly is. Something I look at also. This is very, very cool aesthetic.
Cool. Thank you very much, Xavier. I'll let you keep going on. You're busy. It's not easy being a judge, so.
Actually, the entries are really, really good this year. So
yeah.
It's actually it's hurting my eyes because I haven't seen close to the answers.
Well, that's a good thing.
Splitting hairs.
That's good. All right. maybe you just interview just a random passerby. You're not. I guess that's the point. Hey man, how's it going? Good. We're live. We're just kind of broadcasting. So this is your first time here?
No, second time.
Okay.
Time was last year.
All right, on. So how many entries did you have today?
Just one. Unfortunately, it's not the diorama.
Oh, that's all right. I mean, there's a lot of kids here. So, do you think it's as big as last year, or?
Well, size-wise, it's way bigger than last year. We were really cramped last year. Sweaty and
Yeah.
horrible, but feel like more open right now.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, thanks, man. Just kind of just checking out the scene, seeing how everything is. I should have a password. I know that guy. Anyway,
We're trying to kill time.
yeah. What time is the next thing? It's 2:50. What time is that? 3. Let's take a look at. Let's see who else is. Maybe we should get the vendors to do a plug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. See lots of stuff for sale. We're live, Eric. I want to see if you guys want to do a plug for the interwebs. So, do you have a website or anything, or no? So they can just catch you at toy conventions and stuff like that, right? Or just infrequently? Okay, cool. Oh, okay. I want to check out your garage. Seriously. All right.
Oh, dude, it's 6 foot long.
See, this one has a lot of rare, old.
Coolers if you could actually get one.
And so,
You guys don't know. That thing, the model.
we have frequent robot toy tests.
You need 2 of them to convert it to make it see the better scale. You have to buy 2 of them, and you can convert it, and then you have a longer one.
I don't want to bother them. Like it's ABC. Hi guys, we're live. We just want to see if you guys want to do a plug for the internet. So, you guys have a website or anything that you want to plug?
www.abctoyme.com. Check us out.
There you go. Check out all the goodies.
Got a lot of random stuff on there.
Oh, all right.
It's not it.
Well, for that, you guys want to do a plug? All right. And then we're doing a plug. We're live on the. I want to see if you guys want to plug your website or anything. No. Yeah, we're just broadcasting live. We just wanted to see if you guys want to plug your website or say your website or anything like that. That's your hobby.com. There you go. All over the Bay Area. Right? Cool. All right. Thank you. Wow, this like a general blew up. Oh, come I saw it. Looks like we got some Valve bits. The X-Wing is new. That wasn't there here before. Shiny. Oh, got the whole gamut of Valve. All of Valve brand stuff. Yep. This has got to be a tough category to judge because it's just a mecha general, but not necessarily a mecha. We got the DeLorean here, Total Man here, so you got to take all that into consideration. Like Total Man might not have any panel lines. That's kind of one of the judging guidelines that we have. So you got to look at other things as a kid. You got Tay, so it was just sorry for the judges. They have the work cut out for them. See how the questions are going.
Don't like that.
Yeah, that sounds
You just get shots of them like working. Dan's got all his goodies out here so people can try and test.
Yeah, like the dot filter one.
The Dawn dish soap, very underutilized.
Yeah, I would buy like this for that, but if that really works, and it doesn't damage the underlying paint, then yeah, it works. You know, it's whatever works.
Yeah, because my model was going so perfect and I had the clear sky.
You can find any example.
Yeah, that's why on that high mock, I painted it with the Vallejo acrylic paints. I used the Mr. Color top coat. This is an acrylic top coat. I didn't want to use my usual lacquer top coat because I was afraid it was going to melt and ruin the paint.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. I think it's good with the mud is to kind of like stipple it, blot it. This straight on, straight off, straight off, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's going to give you a more textured, less brush streaky effect. And you know, probably if you were to go for serious mud layer, you kind of let that dry a bit and you come at it again. And by doing more than one layer, you eliminate that brush stroke look at the on the edges of it. It's kind of a hard thing. Like I said, afterwards, I'll often come back with some pigments and kind of try and blend the edges in, or even my finger and try and squish them down a little. Yeah, the edges can be kind of the hard part. It's easy to mud the middle of something. You know, it's like where the brush strokes hit the edge of smooth pieces where it's going to show. But this is a better brush than, I'm sorry, I'm cheapo brushes, but this is like my short, stiff weathering brush I like a lot. And it's very good for that. And years of use have made it kind of fan out, which is actually a good thing because it hides the shape of the brush. It makes it more diffuse on the edges.
Did you cut that tip?
I think it came this way. I have that one. And then for smoothing out streakiness, I have this one, which is a flat square edge. So when I apply those rain streaks, I use something like this to draw it down. So it can go kind of smoothly on the surface and just evenly draw the stuff down. I can even turn it sideways if I want a narrower streak. Oh my God, paint on my hand. Happens every day. I weathered my hand. How's it going? Good. Kind of like actual panel line wash, you can take the towel. and use that to kind of wipe off the excess off the surfaces. They'll only leave it what's in the reset. I mean, that's kind of a cool look on its own. But if you want like a clean panel line wash, try wiping that on the surface. And like I said, it works better with the glossy finish, but that'll tend to leave the paint only in the recesses. Take it off the surface. Yeah, that's how I do a panel line wash. I love a model with a lot of surface detail. When I do the panel line wash, it's like, oh, that looks so cool. And some guys do a panel line wash on top of a flat coat because it doesn't come off as perfectly, and they kind of like it looking a little dingy. So when I did my core fighter, it was glossy, but I put the panel line wash heavy, and I took it off with this flow of the air, and I let some of it stay on there. So it gave it kind of a streaky, dirty look.
Yeah, that was right to that where it's just that brush line down the chest.
Thanks. Yeah, it's just the oil paint drawn down with the pieces. That's all I have to say.
So I missed the part about the making love rooms.
Just the guy, Nick Jimenez, has been involved in several companies, and his name's appears in different places. So I'm like, what brand is this? It's like, there's Mick Jimenez, he's not part of that company anymore. There's AK, powered by Mick Jimenez, he's not part of that company anymore. Now he's with Ammo by Mick Jimenez. So, I mean, I don't know if it's personality, I don't know if he's bad with the legal business end, I don't know what it is. I don't, it's not like TMZ, I don't follow the stories, I don't know. I just know there's rumblings about what's going on. I mean, obviously, there's 3 different companies with his name on it. Something's going on. So, but in terms of putting out,
Who's the one that was taking pictures of all the entries? Angel. Okay, I just want to check if they were done already.
so yeah, it makes it kind of confusing. Like, what brand is this?
No.
So, yeah, I mean, I just keep trying to figure out this guy's this and that, and this guy's like, oh, they'll never be good anymore. You guys like, we hold the highest quality standards. He's like,
Oh, so for the people that don't know who we're talking to right now, it's Dan Salas.
yeah, I'm the guy who gave the silent movie interview earlier.
That's right.
So that sucks. It's like, wow, I'm like, I was just rolling off my tongue, and I'm like, I'm studying all this stuff really well, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh, you lost all that.
Yeah. You can see last year's expert winner.
Yeah.
And also,
This is technically still my trophy, at least for another maybe half hour.
and then what year did you represent North America?
2010. Yeah, and I've taken a first, a second, and a third in North America in the various iterations of what is now Gunpla Building. I'm so happy there's so many people here. It's great. Teaching stuff, doing products. Cool. And I say we got a lot of entries. The quality entries continues to improve. Great. This is awesome.
Time is up.
I don't know. I think it's done.
It's 3 now.
It is up there.
Survivor Men just send a tweet out if you guys care. Survivor Men.
Who is that?
I'm tired, man.
Oh yeah, it's a long day. By the end of the day, it's like, I know usually when some starts announcing the winners, I start making like silly, stupid comments, and like my family friendly filter goes a little bit. Yeah. I mean, I said a few things at the end last year. I was like, oh, I should have said that. By the end, you're like all punch drunk, and you've been like working around, talking to everybody, helping everybody, doing this, doing that. It's like, so yeah, we'll see what I say at the end.
I gotta go fix my kidney. So let's take a look at some of these goodies we got. Scale acrylic. That's an old ass bottle too.
Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ryan made this.
Oh, there we go.
It's pretty nice. This guy's never using these products before. But,
What kit did you sacrifice here today, Dan?
oh, I got a tall geese and a Zaku and a few. I got a Gian. Just reached into my spares and pulled a bunch of stuff out of here. But that's looking like a pretty nasty way to piece right there. So that's cool. Now he's doing like a dirty panel line wash over there. We got mud going on over here. Imagine what you could do at home when you really had like the time to sit down there, right? You're like standing here in front of everybody. It was like, wow.
It's kind of nerve-wracking with somebody watching over you too.
I like your thing on Facebook about
Pigments. More pigments. Stuff's not cheap either.
What is that?
I was saying that stuff is not cheap.
Well, so it is. You buy one or two later you buy one or two. You know, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, they tend to last for a
Oh,
while
they last
too.
a very, very long time. I mean, the most I've gone down any of them was I've probably used about half of it. That's like the basic dust color I use on like everything that I use pigments on. And I looked at once, me and Mike went to like a hobby like show, like swap meet kind of a thing. And some guy was selling these for like $2 a piece. So I bought like 7 of them. And Mike got about 6. So that's why he's got some of these products all over his guy around with too. Like, I was telling Mike, like, buy these. These are really cheap. Buy them. It's like, this one is this. That's like my track wash, got my rain streaks. I got a bunch of them. Yeah, these little things, they're kind of expensive, but they work really nice out of the bottle. They're very cool. And they'll save you some time and effort. It's only just the cool effects that they don't do layering it with things.
What did you want to eat? Oh.
An expert and themes.
Oh, really?
It's an expert, but it's a theme. So it's an expert, but it's also a theme.
I'm using the restroom real quick.
Got a guard over there?
No, well, Manny's recording live, so I was gonna. Yeah.
All about layers.
Yeah.
Always go back and
I can't believe how small
it looks bigger than the
it
photo.
sure does. Yeah. I really like the effect with the car crushing. That's awesome. Yeah. No, I actually didn't do that one. Oh, you did something? No, that girl did. Okay. Yeah. I know. I remember looking at yours because you did this.
And it's got a nice. So you can win much more.
Yeah, the Tamiya Power one and the 8-day road.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I do, because I would go sometimes with just like you, I guess, my hero,
I was hoping you stuff would have cracked the walls, but I still got the same crack. Stay
you know
proud.
that even the other Washington that AK fitness is an amp for an amp, so
Yeah.
it works good with the Tamiya stuff as well.
Yeah.
If you did it,
Yeah, when we got this much cheaper, whenever I'm done, I start using that stuff. Now I'm using the
This is what you use for
middle skirts. Yeah, I just figured maybe there's a little more refined or a little like less harsh on your plastic or whatever. But really didn't look good in the back. I never worked on a judging. That's the judging part, you know? And like, well, then I got doing who's put second and third and all ties. I know, like my score is like, I got like 4 ties for third place. Like I have first, second, third.
We still broadcasting?
Yeah.
Holy crap, we're still live?
Yep.
Cool. Does this guy get his painting done?
Yeah.
This guy came over here asking about paint. So have you been to this show before?
No, I haven't.
What do you think about that? How did you hear about the show?
A client that I work with. He's a really big fan of it. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So are you suckered into this? Sort of?
I'm definitely enjoying the painting process.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. That's what we all. That's what this is all about. So, very, very cool. You'd be in the shop too.
I already have
Okay. I bet you have.
It's great. Yes.
So, I read it.
I gave Reddit my bill. Let's put it
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of people here that actually learned about us through Reddit. So they're, you know,
No, I've never.
we're still broadcasting, buddy.
Oh, okay. I know. Yeah. I'm gonna see you working on it.
But you know, this is a good show.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm doing buying stuff right now
It's like
still.
$40.
To go, let's go look at them completing the judges. It goes right around. So one of the things we do at the show is we also go around and take pictures of what we found our winners. So when we do announcements of our winners, we'll actually put it up on this big screen so people can actually see what kids won for what category. So that's one of those things that a lot of shows that we go to, you know, you hear a name, you hear someone go up to it, and they take their trophy and they run away home with it. So no one actually knows what they won for. So this kind of gives you an idea of what they won for, and then other people that are in the audience can take a look and say, okay, so this is who I need to beat, or what kid I need to crush next time. That type of thing. Yeah. See here. Who else have we? Let's go corner somewhere. So they're still tabulating out there, and there's still a lot of people. So far we have close to 250 people in attendance. That's up from last year. I think we had about 150. Our room size has doubled in size, and we pushed our efforts into advertising the show. And word of mouth, we're just growing exponentially. It's really cool. So you see from here, there's still a ton of people here enjoying the models that are on the table, examining things. So some judging going on. It's getting close to about 3. So hopefully we'll get through the categories. I need to be talking. All right. Okay. So go talk to Dan. Maybe he'll mess with him. Talk to him.
Me and Mike are the guys who like the cross a lot. So yeah, I actually might act with the cross. Oh yeah, the Delta, whatever. Yeah.
I know that they
Cross
had,
points
they
it.
had the like a figure for it. I think.
Yeah.
Action figure that they showed the new design. I'm like, that's neat. I really hope I might get a lot of that.
And what I hear is they've got more dogfighting. That's what they said. Really? Rather than some random alien, they wanted, I think it's more like people versus people because they wanted more dogfighting sequences like Macross Zero. Like, oh, Macross Zero dogfights are really
That'd be really neat.
So,
I'm really excited for it.
yeah.
That actually really makes me a bit more excited, but I'm really excited for it. That's gonna be cool.
I love the dogfights in Macross Zero. I love that line that Fox was like, you gotta be like water. It's just like flipping and flying and transforming and everything. It's just like flowing through everything.
Oh yeah, dogfights. This are Transformers too. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, you make me excited actually. No, it's like I just finished. My buddy and I last summer. We watched the movies of Across Frontier.
Okay, yeah.
The movies. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Great. They're really pretty.
Yeah.
But like I'm trying to watch the series, and I'm like, 'cause, the series obviously the movies have put out a lot of the character stuff. But it's like the series still looks really good. But oh my God, if they can do if they can actually make an animated that looks like the movies at all, like be able to. I mean, not with that kind of budget, but like.
Hopefully when the technologies come along, they can get the same effect for the lower TV budget.
Yeah, so like if they can make something look similar to movies with like actual like really awesome fight scenes like they had, like I'm really excited. I'm actually really excited for that one. Time's it.
Well, 3:15.
Hey, nice.
We're doing lots of judging and then doing a final round.
I already broke even.
Oh, all right.
I got the DJ. I'm actually really excited.
Oh,
Love
that's
that.
That's a nice kit.
I'm gonna pair it up with my Twin of Jeffrey Sheets. So
I'm not even a huge fan of that design, but the kit just looks so nice. The proportions and the detail on the center.
see, I actually really like the design. Like, I love the DJ, so it's really perfect. Nice stuff.
Alberto Rivera. Where are you?
The lights are on.
The car is going to be towed.
You got real quiet. Where's Alberto Rivera? Does anybody know? He's not here, probably.
Who's Alberto?
Part of his kit fell over, and we're trying to make sure that nothing else gets damaged. So, anybody know where Alberto Rivera is?
Friends of this?
Okay.
Does Alberto Rivera have any friends?
All right.
I'm sure he has friends, they're just not here right now.
Nothing looks like it's been damaged. We just want to make sure.
Okay.
Set up properly. Continue.
Okay, return to what you guys were doing.
That's
That's right.
I don't know what should we do now.
I don't know.
Let's see. Let's see.
I'm not standing here with this thing.
I know.
There's not even anything happening right now. You know what to ask.
I don't know how to
Shut
stop
it down
it.
until the awards. I don't know how to stop it.
I was waiting for somebody to bust a Jesus and just start flipping over tables.
Wow.
That'd be crazy. That dude wouldn't get out of here alive.
Yeah.
And that was particularly hard, like judging, because you like don't want to bump the table or anything like that. It's tough. I mean, other people want to see too, so you're trying to stay out of the spectator's way. Let's see.
So there's like, well, it's it's running now. Let's just keep it running. We're gonna do the winners in a little while. So, then he was like, well, why don't you just recreate your interview from the beginning that got us? So, remember all the questions you asked me. Make it more interesting answers now. Because I'm like,
okay. How many years have you been involved with this?
in
This show.
This show.
Yeah. Those kind of guys, this show. Just kind of, I don't know, give you something background.
Okay, so I've been building models since I was a little kid, like airplane models. And then, like, when I was a kid, you could buy models at any store. You know, like
Good,
Walmart,
yeah.
you know, Walmart, Target.
Even
Target
like
didn't exist back then. But,
Save On and Thrifties have.
yeah, I was on like Skags and getting model kits. So, yeah, they had like I don't know like purple check model kits and stuff. Anyway, I got serious in the model building for about 10 years ago, and not long after, I was on the forums back in the day. Tons of airboat forums, like child mix forums, picture forums. Some of these guys online first, and then in real life, we started, I think I first met them either at the Orange County IPMS show, or maybe the IPMS Nationals one year, like 2006, when it was here in Anaheim. But he's like, yeah, we had these build gatherings. So I started going to build gatherings. This started probably about 2007, 2008. We've been to build gatherings every month since then. And just doing crazy things and asking each other things and daring each other to do crazy models and stuff.
So we can go into the build gathering. So for the audience and stuff, if you're in Southern California, how do we get? I guess they can email one of us. Or?
Yeah, I mean, contact us maybe through Facebook. Those Gundam guys.
Oh yeah, Facebook.
Those Gundam guys, like one word on Facebook. You can follow us what we're doing there. And maybe faces at me. That's all.
Don't mind me.
Anyway, you can contact us. That way, kind of email us when we send out like, hey, check out the book gathering, whatever. It's kind of nice to meet people in person. So if you're here, you're not here because you're watching this. You're like, I'm gonna watch this. Yep, that's the show. That's what's happening.
Anyway, so you guys had a great idea. Obviously you've been with the group for a while, and then you guys had the idea of doing the show.
Yeah.
How did all that come through?
It came out of the frustration with either going to IPMS events and just not being understood because they didn't fit Gundam. And the reason we're called those Gundam guys, we didn't give ourselves that name. They called us that. Oh, I hate those Gundam guys, like the weirdos, So, and it wasn't like they were like mean. It just they didn't get what we were trying to do, and they didn't understand our models and how it worked. And to the credit of some of the IPMS groups around here, they've gotten used to us, and we've all talked to them about it. I'm actually in the Orange County IPMS now, so we're all kind of starting to accept each other and everything. But part of the frustration is just like coming away from the competition going like, what just happened, And that's a mixture of them not understanding Gunpla and what we're aiming for.
And then the perception that you're snap-built kits.
And we're building toys.
Yeah.
And also, so it was on our part. You learn a lot when you put together a competition and you see it from the other point of view now that you're judging and running the show and stuff. So, but yeah, we had this frustration of like, there was the Gunpla Build group, but back then it was only online. Actually, it wasn't back then. It was back group or whatever they used to call it. The local model contest really tuned into tanks and cars and planes and ships, but didn't understand Gundam. So he was like, we should make a contest of our own. And it sounded like a crazy idea. The first year we had about 100 people show up, maybe, but we thought that was a screaming success because we were just like, we spread the word as best we could. We put out some flyers. We set up a room. We're like, we brought our own models and put them on all the tables just so, like, in case nobody showed up, it wouldn't be like nobody entered the contest.
Yeah.
And we're pleasantly surprised people showed up. As the day went on, we started taking our own models off the tables and let it be the contestants' models and stuff. And we just kind of grew from there. And the first year, we like worried and obsessed. And it's funny because the second year, we're like, oh, we got this. And we like underprepared and we kind of sucked the second year. We learned from that and we get better the third year. And we just kind of are growing and getting better every year to where, as you kind of noticed this morning, like everyone comes in, we all know the plan, we're all setting up. And this goes here, that goes there, and everyone knows their parts. And now it's kind of a well-oiled machine. It's not like it's still a lot of work, but it's not a lot of worry or stress. And I mean, I was kind of stressed out about this. My hands-on tutorial is a new thing for me. I've done kind of luxury tutorials. I've done tutorials where I do something and show them how it's done, but not to where I turn and go, yeah, here's a bunch of stuff, you do it. Which was, I think, cool. We've been consistently doing the airbrushing demos, but to also do like hand painting and leathering. I mean, I saw some guys just do some amazing stuff with the weather. They really took
Yeah, I was looking at the reaction of some people's faces, and they seemed kind of apprehensive at first, and then they start getting there like, wow, this is all it takes, like, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing with the airbrush. I mean, you know, mine is the classic example. He came to our first show, he'd never used an airbrush. He never touched an airbrush. And he's like, well, I can do this. So now I bought an airbrush. He showed up the next year, like, when's best to show or something. You know, it's like, sure. But, you know, it's just, we are trying to get modeling skills and tools in the hands of as many people as possible. And I think it's paying off because the quality of the models grows and grows and grows. I mean,
but there is that perception that, you know, just talking to people in San Diego where I'm from, and people that Gunpla is kind of completely bloomed in San Diego. But they're at this point right now, you know, I'm speaking, I'm not trying to make a blanket statement, but a lot of people just happy kids. And now they're, you know, with social media right now, they're all saying, oh, you can do this, you can do that, you can do this. So there's this perception now that, you know, oh man, I'm not good enough to enter the competition. But, you know, I've seen here that there's different categories, and people like Dan and Mike and Clem and everybody are trying to, you know, put tools in people's hands, knowledge in people's hands, so that they can do more expert type stuff, you know, so they can be on the level. And at the same time, then there's also newer people coming in, and then we start the cycle.
Right. And that's why one thing I said in the morning when we got cut out is, you know, we worked really hard to make our beginner category, actually junior category, beginner category, advanced category, expert category. You don't get that at an IPMS show. An IPMS show, it's just you enter the contest and you're up against everybody. You can be up against a guy who's been building models for 30 years and is like in the model magazines and stuff, you know, and you're like, and that's one of the things we learned from feedback in our first couple of years is like, we had to kind of, to some extent, is we're kind of the pros in Gunpla. And it's funny because in the IPMS club, we're the young guys, you know, but in our sphere, we're the Gen Xers are like the old guys at Gunpla. And so we kind of took ourselves out of the category. And then we kind of have beginners, people who are just barely not even painting or hand painting. And then we have the advanced people who are doing like the C lines, the paint, maybe some mods and stuff like that. So, and I think that's working. I mean, I think we got more entries in all of our different level categories. So I dream of the day someday when that goes away. There's so many people building. They're all at a pretty high skill level, and we just have a contest. But I don't know if that's ever going to happen, or maybe 20 years in the future, or whatever. And
so when will we see a Gundam model in fine scale modeling?
It has happened.
Oh, it has? Oh.
I submitted my Super Valkyrie, and it got into the online readers gallery. Now, I haven't seen one as a feature article or as a kit review, but in like the reader send in the readers gallery section. I've seen a couple of Gundam kits. You know, they're usually the real earthy ones, but like my Scope Dog one. I meant to send in my Scope Dog actually. I just never got around to it. I only finally took real good pictures of it just a few weeks ago, right before Orange.
So for those budding modelers out there, Dan, what kind of advice would you give them? Something that they probably don't know, or where a good place where they can get started?
Well, okay. Last year I did my How to Build Gunpla tutorial.
Very good tutorial.
You can find on knockatown.com, FUNKATOWN. Right now it's on the main page because I haven't even updated. My form site has been updated in a year. I moved over the last year. Anyway, I literally like trying to
see if you guys. Sorry to interrupt, but the tutorial you're talking about, I refer to it so much that I have it right here on my Kindle or on my phone, but it's on my Kindle app. So it's right here. Dan's little thing. So.
Yeah, I mean, it covers everything from cutting the pieces off, sanding the pieces, priming, painting, decals, panel line, all the kind of basic building techniques.
With humor sprinkled in.
Because it took so long to write, I had to use myself as I write. I had to make some jokes to make myself laugh.
That is a very good tutorial to start though. I mean,
We're on Facebook. People ask us questions through Facebook. Contact us by email. Try and answer people's questions. Come to shows like this where you can talk to other model builders. Well, you learn by, as a demo, you can learn from a demo. You learn from other models. I've learned so much from the other Gundam guys. You know, Brandon Hopkins taught me how to use Lego paint. I was using an enamel with it. Well, this is way better. You know, so we learn stuff from each other. I got some of these AK products. We went to a swap meet together. I was like, buy some of these. These are good. They're really cheap. So, and learn by entering. That's kind of a painful way to learn. You enter and you use it. And you get kind of butthurt about it, and we all go through that. And it still happens. I mean, you know, you enter another contest and you don't win that one. You like, I mean, that just happened to one of us. Build up. Anyway, but you know, like I said, what you first years back, you gotta build and keep in mind your audience. It's like when you write, they taught you in elementary or high school. You know, remember your audience. Sometimes you're building for the IPMS. Sometimes you're building for a good hookup. Sometimes you're building for this company. I like to think we do the best job as we can of letting anybody enter anything, and it's all about how well you did that. You don't have to build in this style. You don't have to build in that style. Build in whatever style you want. Just do a good job, and that's what we try and emphasize here. So
I think that's real sound advice. Dan just said about building for your audience, you know,
or at least accepting the judgment of your audience, even if you didn't build for them. If you build the opposite of what they like. Right?
No. I've been doing it too. So, you know, some people build and they put a lot of time into it, and you know, their skills might not be there, but you put your kid into competition, you're subjecting it to the opinion of other judges, you know, that sort of thing. But it's still something that you should be really be proud of. And then, like Dan said, you get to learn and stuff like that. But he's talking about the audience. You know, you can build a kit that's kick-ass for our competition, but it might not be what the judges are looking for in IPMS or the World Cup. So we got to take that into consideration. But you know, like Dan said, we do a good job of accepting a lot of the kits and the styles that people are bringing to the table. You know, a lot of kit bashing going on, mixture kits, a lot of paint that'd be wild and stuff like that. And it might not be the thing for but here it kind of is.
A fixed paint job's going
Oh man.
Some guys are just amazing with sponges and hand painting and stuff, just like really cool effects. Another thing that's hard, it's hard to do, and you're depending on the context of how busy everyone is, it can like physically be hard to do. It's also ego-wise, it's hard to do. Is find the judge and say, okay, what do you think? What did you see? What was wrong? And that's, you know, that's hard to like kind of take that and like, okay, well you did like, oh yeah, I missed that. You know, I mean, but it's good in terms of kind of like knocking you down a little bit and forcing you to like step back and take a really objective look at your model and go, why didn't I win? And they can help you answer that question.
Even if you did win and you wanted advice, though, you know, it can still be a hit on the ego. I still want it. But you want to take that advice.
I mean, I won second place out of 2 one time. They didn't feel that great. So, and that was actually, ironically, that was in the diorama category. I took second place at the local IPMS show. That was the model that won and sent me to the Gundam Gold. So a different audience. IPMS, second out of 2. World Cup, winner, sent to Hong Kong. So.
Oh, cool. So that was a lot of stuff to soak in for everybody. I think we're about getting ready for the award ceremony. Actually, yeah, it should be right now. So stay tuned, everybody, and you guys will get to view the how we do the award ceremony. Let's see.
What's left to do?
What's that?
What's left to do?
What's the one?
What's left to do?
We've done everything, man. I like to do that after the show ends to see the reaction to it.
Yeah. You like put that into the thigh or like bring up that arm like
What is it? I didn't even see it. Oh, is it? The post. Yeah. Can't get away from the default. Fist. It'd be cool if it had two open balls. That must be a pain to prepare. Yeah. Busy week. Got your scale.
Oh, they're right now.
Yes. We're all waiting.
So right now they're piling up the stuff. So and you still got some time to put the PowerPoint. Oh, right. So we want to run like half the raffle now.
Yeah, not all of it.
Let's run half the raffle.
Okay.
We got enough stuff up there. Yeah.
That's a ton of stuff.
Hey, Cal.
Yeah, I know. It's probably, yeah.
Hello, can I have your attention, everybody?
Mic technique, yeah. Hey guys, so we're still tallying up our final presentation for Best Show and everything else. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do half the raffle right now. And with that, I'm gonna turn it over to the raffle guys so they can start spinning the tickets.
I don't want to have to.
That at the beginning and you in the middle there.
All right, everybody, we're going to start with the first part of the raffle right now. Up for grabs right now is a special limited edition smoke black beer version of the Mark 78. This was offered only to GEWC 2014 finalists. It's very rare. It's one of like 15 kits in the world.
Right. Thank you, Dan.
All right, number for this one is 949-2974. 949-2974. Looks like you're a winner in the back. Step forward. Congratulations. Our next prize is another HUC uniform in destroy mode, special Hong Kong and Knox 2 version. This was only available to purchase at Hong Kong at the event this last year.
Thanks, Xavier.
949-3795. 949-3795. Oh, come into the back. Please step forward. All right, our next prize is a custom T-shirt by Tyler Mecca. It says, "I build giant robots." The winner is 201-4199. 201-4199. Someone wins.
That's like a recipe for the.
Our next prize is a G-System resin kit of the Gundam Mark II. Oh, it tightens colors, if you want to make it. 949-3767. 949-3767.
Okay.
I know some of you have like 800 tickets and are trying to check all of them right now.
Yeah.
Last call 949-3767.
All right.
And we have for another prize the 100 scale RE DJ Amra's use of mobile suit and Zeta Gundam. But for this one is 201-3711. 11. All right, winner. All right, we have right here a Figma Geiger. Winner is 949-3826. 949-3826. Looks like someone won back there. All right, he's coming up. All right, our next prize is a Key-Band limited straight freedom minimum real grade back parts set. Lucky winner is 9493022. Here we go. Congratulations. Our next prize here is a Pat Lager recipe of the blocking design. Winner is 2014451. 2014451. Oh, looks like I got one back there. Please remember to jump up and down and shout excitedly if you won. Yeah! Our next prize is the 144 scale Gundam G South with assault pack from Gundam Recon Eastern G. Winner 2014102. 2014102. Oh, right in front of me. Congratulations. All right, our next prize is the Master Grade Amazing Red Warrior from Gundam Build Fighters Track. Winner 2014322. Oh, here we go. Winner right here for the little girl. Congratulations. All right, up next is a very limited gold edition of the Bill Birmingham. Winner is 2015455. 2015455. Ah, put it over there.
They're not ready, right? They're not ready.
Small prize here. All right, this is a K9 dot pad accessory set from the Build Fighters. The sniper rifle turns into a K9 doggy type thing. 9493292. 94932. Oh, here we go. Congratulations. All right, up here is a P-Band limited edition bench worn master grade.
With twin cycle brake.
2014394. 201. Oh, there we go. Oh, congratulations. Contest guys, how are we on, you guys need more time? All right, we'll be continuing after the announcement of the winners then.
That's true.
By the way, everyone, still purchase raffle tickets. The final prize, the perfect gray vanishing horn, is still over here.
Yeah, I won that and then just traded. Oh shoot! They're like they gave me a special instead. Now I'm glad too. Like it doesn't make sense. Like I've never seen 1.7, so I can't. Maybe you do. I don't know, but I've never seen.